deregistered, sort of name, because obviously this is going to go out on the website, sort of name the benefits of this and how it will really help us out.
Okay, the thing about it, people, we attach ourselves to a name, what was given to us, but we don't own that name. That name was just given to us. But because we build attachment to it, we create joinder with ourselves with that name, which is not ours. So the thing about it, that's implied. Now, when you've got your name as capital letters, that's known as a corporation, basically. Now, within contract law, corporation can only do a contract with a corporation. Yeah. And a man and woman and a man and woman, or a man and man, or a woman and a woman can do contracts with one another, but you can never have a mixture of the two. Yeah. A man and woman cannot have a contract with a company. That's in contract law, basic. Yeah. So if I asked you, do you have a contract with gas? You tell me yes. How can that possibly be? Because you're not a company. So they made you into an implied company. So as soon as I bought myself in 2015, that's my reset, because nobody has any contract with that company because it's a brand new company just being set up and it's limited. Now, on top of that, it's dormant. So who's got a contract with that company? And there can only be one name written in capital letters as a corporation. Company's House would tell you that. So if you've gotten the full absolute title deed of the company, who's coming to you to ask you for any contract, and who are they looking for? Okay, this is a role play I do with most people, but I'm going to do it with you, yeah? If you don't mind. So you're the bailiff, or you're someone coming to ask for, yeah? Because you're coming to look for me, yeah? So, hello mate, how can I help you?
Yeah.
You've just knocked on my door.
What's your name again? Tell me your name again.
Yeah, this is Unlimited. How can I help you? Who are you looking for within the company?
That's clever.
How can I help you?
Clever.
It's not clever, it's real. That's the truth, because that's all they're doing, but you're not recognizing it for yourself yet.
Mm-hmm.
To the fact that they've made you into a company that's implied, and you don't recognize that. How you think you're doing business? It's not you getting on the airplane when you go on holiday. It's a company, because you can't go on holiday, because you're not. Airways can't do a contract with. They can do a contract with the company, but they can't do a contract with the man. Okay, the director of the company can do a contract with you. Now, the thing about it, if you and the director of that company didn't sit down and negotiate the contracts that you were putting together, how can there be a contract? Because you didn't sit down with the director of their company and negotiate the contract, did you? No. So how can there be a contract? And plus, if the name they're looking for in all capital letters is an implied company, the next question you ask them, who's the director of that company? Because you can only do a contract with a company, so who's the director of that company? It's not me, because I hold the full title deed for this company. What you were kind of asking.
Yeah, no. For example, when you meet these people, for example, say something like the gas example, obviously they probably have no idea what you're talking about. So how do you break that down for them that you're not under that company name anymore? Because they must be like, what the fuck are you going on about?
No, the thing about it, you don't deal with anybody coming to you to the door or anything like that. You do everything with letters. Now, the thing about it, if gas, for example, is writing to you, then as I just kind of like went over, what you do then, you go on Company's House and you look up the company and you find out who the director is and you write to the director. So how are they going to argue with that? And plus, at the end of the day, who are they looking for to play the bill? If they can only do contracts with a company, but you own the title deed to the company and that company's dormant and there's no trading going on. So who are they looking for?
Well, I think this kind of leads on to one of your other questions that you had listed about how to deal with debt collectors and law enforcement.
It's the same similar thing. Basically, remember, everything is an individual entity. The law is a different entity. The bailiff is a different entity. And they're all corporations. They're only looking to do business with you as a company. But if you don't have a contract with that company, or if they don't have a contract with you, well, you won't ever have a contract with their company, because the contract they're doing with you is for an implied company they're created for you, but you're not the director of that company, because there's no legal paperwork. The only legal paperwork there is your birth certificate. That's why they ask you for identification. And the only identification you can provide is nothing, because men and women don't have identification. We don't need identification. We're men and women. If you provide identification, you're just saying that you belong to something. If you provide identification, I don't belong to anything. So what identification do I need to provide for myself? I own a company and I can provide identification for that company. That's the limited company. Now, that's what you're looking to do business with. Because remember, the police, they work for a company. A bailiff works for a company. So it's the company director you want to go and talk to. But buying yourself as a private limited company, or buying your name as the company name, you're detaching yourself away from the name to start with. And that's a problem what a lot of people have. They have a problem with detaching themselves from a name, because they've grown with it. We've all grown with it. But it's just our name. It's just a name. It never came out stamped on your forehead. So they can't say that's you. It's only hearsay.